What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut the Check, and we back here with another video. Appreciate y'all pulling up on me one more again. We got a couple videos we're gonna knock out today. So, with that being said, let's jump into this video right after the intro. Let's go.
Walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really talking my shit like
couple. An idiotic
Yo, why he sound like that? 10 bank robber couples.
couple named John Mogan and Ashley Dubow have been charged with robbing a bank in Asheville, Ohio. According to the police, Mogan was the one who did the actual robbing, but his girlfriend was still an accomplice. He may have gotten away with the crime if he hadn't gone on social media 4 days later and posted pictures of himself and Ashley posing with the loot they ripped off from the bank.
Yo, I'm telling you, social media get people caught up, but he definitely got to be the dumbest. If in your head you told yourself, yo, we just robbed this bank, we got this money, let's flaunt it on TikTok or Facebook. Come on, y'all, let's go. Nah, bro.
The ludicrous photo.
And she's stupid too, cause any right female, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie, sometimes us dudes, man, we be doing some extra stuff, y'all. We be doing some extra stuff, and our females might look at us like, yeah, that might not be it right there, bro. That might not be. At least I know my wife like that. She be like, yeah, nah. I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. She ain't gonna tell me what to do, but she gonna put that bug in my ear to make you think like, you know what, maybe she right about that. You feel me? So yeah, this one right here, she look crazy in the face. Look at her face though. Like she look like she about whatever and don't have no sense at all. Like for real.
Photographs. Mogan can even be seen stuffing a huge wad of cash
like,
into his mouth.
Hell?
Clearly, he has no idea just how dirty cash money really is.
Facts.
If he didn't get pink eye from that, I'd be really surprised. Naturally, the couple got busted by the police. It really doesn't pay to upload evidence for the cops online where they can easily get it. Both Mogan and Dubow were charged with theft and robbery, currently behind bars at the infamous Pickaway County Jail.
Crazy,
Their
bro.
bond was set at $250,000, but it was more of a formality than anything. These dumb crooks clearly don't have that much money lying around. They don't even have enough brain cells to stay off social media for 5 minutes after committing a bank robbery. 9. Falling asleep on the job. A thief in Thailand was woken up by the police after taking a nap in a pretty stupid place. In fact, this thief may be the stupidest one we've seen so far today. The criminal broke into somebody's house to rob them, but he was suddenly stricken by the need to take a nap. He felt...
Oh my God. Bruh. Are you serious? Like, what is happening right now? Like, is this real? This can't be real. This gotta be like, they just threw this in here. Like, I mean, maybe it was a homeless guy. You feel me? He got tired of sleeping on the street. He said, yo, I'm gonna break into this house. I'm gonna sleep on a nice bed today. Like, I ain't got no time for this. You feel me? Maybe that's what it was.
Room and was woken up when the owner of the house called the police. The owner just so happened to be a police officer, asleep in the other room while the robber was napping in his daughter's room. Clearly, the thief didn't stake out the house very well before attempting to rob it. The police officer, when he woke up and realized the man was sleeping in his daughter's bed, phoned his police buddies and they showed up to arrest him. The video of his arrest has since gone viral, and the hilarious look on this guy's face when he realizes what's happening is priceless. If you're going to rob a house, maybe stay away from houses where police live, and maybe don't fall asleep in the middle of the job.
Right.
It's a fact. In the new economy, average people are becoming millionaires faster and easier than ever.
8. Instant karma. In Canada, the act of stealing packages off people's porches has become increasingly problematic. It's one of the easiest yet most despicable robbery-type crimes that a person can commit. But in Mississauga, a suburb of Toronto, one of these sneaky porch bandits got some instant karma. He was driving through the suburb, scouting out packages to steal from people's houses. He saw one that looked enticing, so he pulled his car up, ran to the door, and stole the package. But this was in the winter, and he was driving a Toyota Yaris. He ended up getting stuck in the driveway because his car couldn't back out of the snow. This is the Canadian equivalent of robbing a bank with an empty tank of gas. The homeowner actually walked outside and saw the man with his package, which scared the thief, causing him to drop the package and run back to his car. In his haste to leave, he backed right into a snowbank. He was now stuck between the driveway and the snow with his wheels spinning fruitlessly. The homeowner, instead of getting angry, simply pulled out his phone, called the police, and then filmed the thief desperately trying to get away. But he never did. And the cops showed up quickly and took the porch pirate into custody.
Yo, that gotta be the worst right there.
An
that gotta be the worst where you trying to steal a package and either your getaway car is not getting away. You feel me? Your getaway car is not getting away. Like, you just done. It's over. What you gonna do? Leave that car there? Like, yeah, I'm gonna just leave this car right here because I ain't trying to get caught by the cops. Like, this is crazy. Yo, let me tell y'all a true story, right? Me and my wife went to Jersey. This was a couple of weeks ago, right, for her birthday. We was turning up, having a good time. We went to this yacht party, all-white yacht party. Fishy. We had a good time, right? How we leave the yacht party, right? We leave the yacht party, go out. It's late. It's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We go driving away and stuff like that. And as we get ready to turn around the corner, this person, I don't know if it was a guy or girl, hit the back of our car, right? Boom, hit our car, moved us all the way up. It wasn't like something crazy, no crazy accident, just our back of our bumper was hanging, stuff like that, right? So we pulled over. Homeboy or girl drives forward, bump into a pole, back up, bump into the guardrail, go forward, whole front of the whole car part falls on the ground, skidded and left. Now, mind you, the whole license plate is on the floor. So if you trying to get away, you ain't getting away. You feel me? Because your license plate is there. Yo, it was crazy. And this right here remind me of it. Like, if you getting away, but you're not getting away. You feel me? Getting away, but not getting away. Crazy, yo.
Note. Craig Gurnett was released from prison in August after serving over 10 years in prison for robbing banks. This was back in 2006 when police finally caught up to him after a string of robberies that included 4 banks and 11 shops. Just hours after he got out of jail, he went back to robbing. He's now facing new charges and yet another string of heists. But for whatever reason, maybe he spent too much time in jail, he no longer had the skills he needed. His first robbery was at the TD Bank in Washington Heights. He demanded cash and made a getaway with a whopping $759. Next week, he pulled off another heist on another TD Bank, this time getting away with an outstanding $568. He hit a Chase Bank that same day, earned himself $1,000, and then later in the afternoon tried to rob a third bank in Harlem. This time, though, he made a pretty silly error. When he wrote the note that he was supposed to give to the person behind the cash register, he wrote it so poorly that the woman couldn't read it. The bank teller looked at the note, looked back at Gurnett, and told him that she couldn't read the note. In response, he asked if she was stupid and then informed her that he was robbing the bank. He got away with absolutely no money this time, and the cops caught up to him just a little while later. We don't know how many years behind bars Gurnett will get.
You got away with it a couple times, bro. Yeah, you ain't get that much. You feel me? But you should have just hung it up. Like, yeah, my bank robbing days is over. I'm done. This is the end of this. You feel
This
me?
time, but
Crazy.
considering his history, they'll probably never let him out again. 6. The Wheelchair Bandit. In Pittsburgh, a man in a wheelchair did not let his disability stop him from trying to rob a bank. It's hard to say whether this guy was dumb, delusional, or simply courageous. He rolled himself into the First National Bank on the south side of town dressed in a hooded sweatshirt with glasses on and a black hat. He handed a note to the teller informing her that he had a bomb in his backpack and that he would kill everyone inside the bank unless she handed over $50,000. Naturally, the bank teller activated the alarm. But then something very unusual happened. When the teller broke down and started crying, the robber seemed disheartened and upset. He wheeled himself out of the bank without ever receiving the money. Obviously, he felt extremely guilty. When the FBI and police officers showed up on the scene, they quickly found the man's wheelchair abandoned near the bank. When they checked surveillance footage, they saw him getting out of the chair, getting on a public bus, and driving away. Apparently, he hadn't really needed the wheelchair that badly. So how did he get caught after making his daylight getaway? A police officer watching the news that night recognized the man from the security footage. He had helped him cross the street the day before. The man was identified as 56-year-old Emmanuel Luna, and he has since been sentenced to spend 46 months in federal prison for the attempted robbery.
Yo, 46 months is crazy, bro. For you not even getting nothing. You didn't get nothing out of this at all. For you to spend 46 months, bro.
Do you think this was a fair sentence for the wheelchair bank robber? Or do you think the fact that he felt so guilty that he left without the money should get him off easier? Let us know your thoughts in the...
They make that sound good. Yeah, only 46 months. You know, did 46 months. 46 months, bro. That's a lot.
Comments, and don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe.
46 months. Crazy.
The first time you take a step back.
Let's skip this, y'all.
Your very own online store.
5. The Wrong Train. Don't think for a second that stupid criminals are a modern invention. Back in Minnesota in 1897, a group of exceptionally brain-dead train robbers messed up their heist so bad people are still talking about it today. The robbery happened near Glendon on September 26th. The train was heading west when the robbers appeared. One of them crawled over what used to be called the coal tender car, the car that holds all the coal to keep the locomotive running. According to local county archivist Mark Pyle, this individual pulled a gun on the locomotive engineer and told him to stop the train. This was the first stage of the robbery. The second stage involved another man, the accomplice. His job was to unhook the cars behind the locomotive, the cars that were full of troublesome passengers. You see, behind the actual locomotive, meaning the front part of the train that drags the rest of the cars along, there are a number of different cars. Some cars carry valuables, some are for dining, and some are for passengers. The accomplice was supposed to unlock the cars carrying the passengers so that they could keep the cars full of valuables. The plan didn't go quite as expected. The accomplice unhooked the wrong cars. Instead of just letting the passengers go, he let all the cars, including the one with all the valuables, go as well. By the time they realized their mistake, the first man had already ordered the locomotive engineer to keep going. The prize that the robbers wanted was now miles behind them. So all they managed to do was steal some pocket watches, spare change, and a bit of pocket lint. Then they took off running and were never seen again. 4. The Body Wash Bandit.
Bro.
The Body Wash Bandit has no real name because he hasn't been caught. And while this may make him seem like a crafty robber, he really isn't. This guy walked into a Walgreens at about 9 o'clock at night on September 24th. He carried with him a tote bag, empty when he passed through the doors. After a few minutes of walking around, his tote bag was full. He then ran as fast as he could out the front doors and disappeared into the night. So what makes this guy such a dumb criminal? After all, he did technically get away with a crime. Well, it's because he really didn't get away with much. According to one of the employees who witnessed the man roaming through the store, he walked straight to the personal hygiene section and filled his bag full of body wash. He stole bottles of body wash and other related cleaning products. Apparently, he just needed to get clean. Who knows why he couldn't afford to pay for the body wash, but he obviously smelled so bad that he had no choice but to rob a Walgreens. 3.
Hey.
Getting away on the bus. Giovanni Baltodano is one of the stupidest criminals in the world. You might say he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's currently facing 31 charges following an aggressive series of robberies that went on between January 22nd to February 22nd, all in 2021. He managed to rob
That's
at least
a lot. That's a
11
long
different
time.
places while miraculously making his getaway on the public bus.
Wow.
At this point, it makes you wonder if Giovanni was a criminal mastermind or if the police were really so incompetent that they couldn't catch a bank robber
On
a
a bus. Right.
Whatever the case, the police have referred to the series of holdups as the Note Be Stupid robberies because of the interesting way in which Giovanni asked for the cash. When he entered whichever establishment he was robbing, he would hand over a note with something like, "This is a robbery. Give me the money," written on it. And naturally, they always did. But according to the cops, he never made off with more than $950 in any single robbery. Maybe that's because he went from small business to small business, robbing sandwich shops and cell phone stores. He even robbed a dollar store, as if he was expecting to make off with more than $50. In the end, he simply got too greedy.
Yo, don't get it
You would
twisted.
think that after
Don't get it twisted. Them dollar stores be making money, so I don't know what y'all talking about, especially the ones in the hood. What you talking about, bro? Everybody at the dollar store, because they sell everything at the dollar store. Yeah, they sell things separate, like a broom with the handle and the broom part separate. You feel me? But they be getting money, man. Stop. Don't. Listen, bro. Don't be shitting on the dollar stores, bro. Don't be shitting on the dollar stores. You feel me?
11 successful robberies, you would just give up. But he kept on robbing, and the police eventually identified him, tracked him to his home,
This was
and
his
locked him up
job,
behind
robbing.
bars.
He did
If
that
you had
for
a choice,
months.
would you rather
That's
pay
crazy.
$12 for this cheese grater on Amazon or pay less than $2 on Al?
2. Locked inside. In Philadelphia, a would-be robber managed to get himself stuck inside of a store as he tried to rob it. According to what a police detective told the local Philadelphia ABC news station, if all robbers were as dumb as this guy, cops' jobs would be a lot easier. The robbery attempt happened at about 5:30 at night, with only one store employee being present. The man walked into the store, pulled a gun on the employee, and then pointed it straight at his head. The robber told the employee to give him the money, and in response, the employee said that he didn't have any. But he said that if the robber would just wait a minute, he could get him some. The employee said that there was another worker outside and that he had lots of money. Amazingly, the
that's
stupid
crazy.
criminal agreed to wait in the store while the employee ran out to get his cash. What the robber didn't realize was that this would be the end of his criminal career. The employee ran outside, quickly locked the door using his key, and then pulled down the metal gate and ran away. The robber was trapped inside the store with no way out. The police eventually found him trapped inside, but not before he had unloaded his gun at the door lock in a futile attempt to escape. Apparently,
That's
shooting out a
crazy, bro.
lock isn't quite as simple as it is in the movies.
Right, on TV. Yeah, I did see something like that where it was actually two people. They went into a store and they tried to rob the store and they locked them in the store, bro. That gotta be the worst, where the people that you robbing lock you in the store. Crazy, yo.
1. A bold-faced robbery. A man has been ridiculed mercilessly for his shocking bare-faced robbery. His name is Richard Giles,
Oh
and he
my God,
tried
this gotta
to
be the
rob the
worst right here.
Trustmark Bank in Jackson, Mississippi. He walked into the bank with his face mask. You know, the ones everyone has to wear for COVID-19, pulled down around his chin like a diaper. The one time in history when you can actually walk into a bank with a mask on, this
right.
guy had his drooped underneath his chin. He stood in line with his face clearly visible to the cameras, then handed a note to the bank teller and made off with a small sum of cash. Following the holdup, the Jackson police tweeted screenshots from the surveillance footage which clearly showed who the robber was. It took them no time at all to track Richard Giles down and arrest him.
That
Which
is
of these
crazy, bro. That is crazy. So listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. It's your boy Drama the Prophet, aka Mr. Cut Check. Listen, we got a couple of things we got to do. It look like my frame ain't right, but it's cool. We still gonna drop this, right? We got more videos we gotta drop. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that bell notification to get more videos like this. And I'm out of here.